My journey so far, from Moses to the father Scalabrini, Casa Migrante, Baja, California. Dearest Father Scalabrini, I would like to share with you my journey as an immigrant. The dream of going to America has always been my hope since childhood. I started my journey from Brazil, where I settled for blessed good 2 years. Since coming from my country to America, direct isn't easy to go by. So I needed to arrive in a very country closest to the jurisdiction of the American continent. The beginning of my travel from Brazil, Sao Paulo, was an incredible journey, since as an immigrant, my focus was to reach Mexico to enter America. I took my flight from Sao Paulo to Nicaragua, Managua, the capital city, which I persuaded to Honduras, one of the Central American countries, which wasn't easy to come by since there was a bus journey. And a lot of discrepancies happened due to the law the American President Donald Trump has already implemented to the Central Americans to stop migrants from flowing to Mexico. Police has to question me a lot before I could get to Honduras. Arriving in Honduras was also another embodiment of matters with the Immigration and Custom Enforcement Authority, who has to delay me for further details before granting authorization to proceed to Guatemala. I took from there to Tapachula, Chiapas, where immigration has to detain me for 2 weeks to ensure I have the required document to come to Tijuana, Baja, California. Arriving in Tijuana was much more problematic for me since there was an inception of the COVID-19 and it was going very higher, and was when America has already imposed travel restrictions. On July 18th, I tried to cross the border to America unlawfully, so the attempt I made yielded no results since no travel restrictions were imposed on non-Americans. So the Border Patrol has to return me to Mexico to wait until they lift the travel ban. Since I embarked the travel alone, and having no family related in Tijuana was a very challenge, which was much interesting. So I had the opportunity of going to the Institute of Immigration of Mexico for support. And they hosted me for like 16 days quarantine in a very undisclosed location of the accommodation. Since I had no family and having no money to rent, I was referred to Casa Migrante. Having stayed in the shelter for like 3 good months with a very good environment, very nice atmosphere, was beyond my understanding, since all hope was lost as to where I was going to live until the border is open. Casa Migrante has been my home for hope and glory, and blessed memory to Scalabrini for such a vision of having such tremendous efforts to have such very viable option to keep some of us who were venerable on the streets of Tijuana. Yours faithfully, your son, Moses, Ghana. Blessed memory be to Scalabrini.